My name is Samson Omale, and of course, I'm Okandi. Good evening. All right, Okandi. Confirm now. We have stories about the incident yesterday about PLATEAU, right? And PLATEAU isn't backing down at all. He's saying that, look, this is not how a government should run. This is not how people should be intimidated, and all of that. But the stories was like, okay, he left a particular venue, went on to the house of the former national chairman of the APC, John Digi Ayugun, and then of course people came into that place. The place was riddled with bullets, but his spokesperson came up to say it's an assassination attempt. To be very clear, I don't know what is an assassination and what is not an assassination, because the way it was were thugs who approached a particular building. And so who is it to say it was an assassination? Is it the police, or is it the person involved? I'm just asking questions, basic questions.
The question is not the question you have asked. It's not the same. You don't need somebody to tell you that it was an assassination attempt. Do you shoot bullets to pluck mangoes? Tell me, do you use guns to shoot and pluck mangoes, or to pluck pear or whatever? Huh? So you saw guns were shot, high capacity bullets, high capacity guns were used.
How do you know high capacity bullets?
Didn't you see the perforation on the gate, that solid gate in the house of Chief John Arigu? You didn't see it? That the bullets made holes.
Bullets are meant to make holes.
That's why I'm asking you that. Okay, if bullets are meant to make holes, do you use them to pluck mangoes?
Not so.
So why are you asking us this assassination? Of course. The person who used them knows why he spent money to get such bullets and the result he wanted to achieve, which by my estimation is not less than assassination.
Okay.
Yes. Now you ask, in the house of Oyekun, on the day Peter Obi was visiting, is it that it was Peter that was the target, or the two of them were targets together, or what? But you see, the most serious thing about it is that yesterday I reminded you when the news filtered in. I said sometime last year, this Okpebolo, the governor of Edo State, issued a warning to Peter Obi that he cannot guarantee his safety in Edo State. And if we have not even come, I don't think we have come away from that remark or that observation up to 6 months now. And Peter Obi came calling them with a lot of enthusiasm and faith in the system to attend the defection of the former Labour Party gubernatorial candidate in the gubernatorial election in Edo State last time. This lawyer, the former NBA chairman, Apata. That was the event. He was received in the APC, in the ADC,
yeah.
And Peter Obi came to attend the event and received him. And then from there, he went to the house of Oyegun, who is a former governor of that state, and an ADC chieftain. Now, from the narration that we got today, from the details that came out, the assailants started the operation. They first of all stormed the venue of the event, which is the ADC Secretariat in Benin. It's a building of about two or three stories like that. Somehow, a cream of the ADC people who were there, including Peter Obi, had left that place for Oyegun's house. And then, of course, you see at the gate of Oyegun's house, apart from the vehicles that were the convoy of this thing that if you saw the footages, smashed and the rest, the gate, the main gate to the building, to the house, was badly shot, perforated. You see very precise holes.
Okay, they get to the point.
So there was effort by these people to get at those who were inside the house. So for me, it meets the standards of assassination attempt.
Okay, professionally, who is supposed to say it was an assassination attempt? Is it the police, the security agencies, or is it somebody who is close? I just want to get this.
Wait.
We're able to establish that
your own is that we should wait for the police. So if the police do not come, now when did the police to tell us that guns were used?
The guns were used, no doubt. But was it an assassination attempt?
That's what I'm asking. Do you use guns to pluck mangoes? It wasn't a normal operation. There was scamper. There was harassed. People scampered for safety and the rest. They say police have not come, guns were used, bullets were fired, and then we still want to ask somebody, was it an attempt? Do you use guns, bullets to pluck mangoes? No. And of course, even if they were to pluck mangoes, there were no mangoes that we saw in the footages. No mango trees. And of course, mangoes are not even yielding, that they are not bearing fruits now. So it's not even the season.
Okay.
Look, this thing that happened in Edo should be taken very seriously by this government. I understand that the Okwebolo governor of Edo State has issued a statement condemning that kind of thing. He has to go beyond that. In fact, he has a burden to wash his hands clean from this incident because of that statement that he made last
year. So who's going to hold him accountable?
And two, you asked here whether there is a statement or a confirmation that was from the police. Yes. We have not had a statement from the police. I don't know whether I have not seen it, but that's at the last time I checked, there was no statement, and we don't understand the delay.
True.
You understand me?
Very true.
We are talking of more than about 24 hours now after the incident.
Very true.
You remember one thing that Abacha said before, that if an insurrection lasts for more than 24 hours, you should also accuse the government of having a hand in it. So the police should not delay. There is a new leadership, national leadership now for the police. We expect action, we expect results. 3, if this is meant to harass the opposition in the country on the eve of the general elections, it's a very unfortunate. I think they went too far. And it shouldn't be. It is rather one going to embolden the opposition and is sending a message to the electorate that there is something credible, there is something reliable about the opposition, which somebody somewhere does not want to see through. So they want to abort the dream of the people. So at the end of the day, it will swing a lot of sympathy in favor of the opposition. I think we are having enough of incidents of insecurity in the country. These ones that looks like it's a politically motivated one should not even happen.
Okay.
It should not.
All right.
To come and worsen the situation. We remember that we're talking of that incident happening in broad daylight in Edo State, in the GROA of Benin, in the house of a former governor of that state. We are talking of abductions of people who came for early morning worshippers in Owo. That's at this morning. And then there are other incidents of insecurity around the country the same night that we have not recorded. There is an explosion on the road between Fontua and Guso, going to Sokoto.
Very true.
All these things are there. So for one government, I think there is it's having enough in its hands.
Okay. We will continue to look at some of these issues as they unfold, and we'll wait for the police. Even though PLATEAU today thanks Nigerians for the solidarity showed, and of course some of the comments that came through that identify with his ordeal in Edo State yesterday. But as I said, there is a moral burden on the Edo State governor, especially at this time. But nobody called him out. I thought that the ADC or Labour Party spokesperson, or ADC now, Yunusa Tanko, who issued that statement on the assassination, should have gone further to call out the Edo State governor in this matter, literally looking at what happened in terms of the comments he made sometime last year on this.
If you listen to him, yes, he may not have called Governor Okwebolo, that kind of thing, but he questioned the inability of the police to issue a statement to the effect that there was assassination attempt.
Okay.
Yes, he questioned the police. So the police being part of the status quo, being part of the government, it is implied. I think he's just avoiding certain, by not calling the state government directly, but he has implied in his speech, in his explanation, that there was laxity on the part of the government, not complicity, but laxity.
Okay. Now, let's look at there's been some other developments. The Inspector General of Police has just been decorated. Acting Inspector General of Police, Tuni Disu, has just been decorated, and he has assumed duty as an acting IG. There were some reports in the newspaper today that say he has barely about 30 days to his retirement, 30 or 40 days to his retirement, and
the president will use his prerogatives again.
He's been decorated as the IG.
I learned of something. You see, there are details. The media reports say about 25 or so thereabout number of officers will have to go home,
yeah,
because of the promotion of Tunji Disu to the position of Inspector General of Police. I learned also that the new Inspector General of Police was one time ADC to Bola Tinubu when he was governor of Lagos State. And then, secondly, he's his fellow Yoruba man. Now the questions being asked is, why did he have to go down all the way? Now, like about 25, DIGs and others.
But I asked a question yesterday. You were saying, no, they have to go.
No, I said, yeah, we are finding out that. Yes, of course, I'm not saying something different. The point is that yesterday I did not give you number, but today I'm telling you that they are between 25 and 29 that will have to go. And and now it cannot be the way they have to go. But we're asking the question, why all the way down to Tunji, to Disu? Is it part of the same reward system? He rewards his faithful. I learned this morning that the man has served as his ADC when he was governor of Lagos. And so he's bringing him again. A former ADC, a former Yoruba man. Why should he come from Ekpetokun away, the other man who has gone? Ekpetokun to a Disu. Why not the other former spokesman of the Nigerian police, Mba, who is among those who now are supposed to go home? From what I read, Mba and this very Disu at least entered the Nigerian police force the same year, around 1992.
Oh yeah, so Mba has been affected by this.
Mba is affected by this. It's among the 25 or 29 that are going to go. So why did you have to skip all the way to this? So you see, there are a lot of things that this government needs to address as we are heading towards this new election. People have a lot of things to complain about, and the government is still committing more things. Yes. Is it only your own ethnic group that you have confidence in to make Chief of Defense Staff, to make Chief of Army Staff, to make Inspector General of Police and all those things? But you expect that the Igbos, the Effiks, the BBOs and all others should donate their votes and give you again to come back for a second term.
Mr. Ode, you also criticized the former president when he did the same thing. So if a precedent has been set, we cannot continue on that trajectory. I've always told you that somebody who has faith in the Nigerian project has to emerge and alter the trajectory. Yes. But sadly, that's where I come in.
So the justification, the issue of what Buhari did cannot be justification for why that same sin or crime have to continue.
And when Buhari was doing it, how many people shouted to the point to say that?
See, don't always consign. Why are you insisting? Don't even bring that line of thought out. Don't even bring it out. You are trying to say
I'm
that
entitled to my opinion.
Wait, he's justified.
I'm entitled to my opinion.
No. Wait.
So
you want in the next 100 years?
No, that's not what I want.
Should continue like that.
No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that when the president was set,
look, that kind of opinion. You are entitled to hold it, but it's forbidden for it to be aired, for it to be uttered. You are polluting the minds, the thinking of a lot of people.
Oh, when I told you that you were trying to do the same thing a few days ago, when you were trying to glorify a man, a certain individual, you said no, that why you were asking all the questions. No, I'm not political. I'm just telling you that this has happened before, and it's happening again. It's not what I manufactured.
Look at it.
It's not what I manufactured.
Wait, you even said one thing here, which is more serious.
Yes.
That this has, you say it has about 30 days.
About 30 to 40 days, according to one of the reports I heard. Yet to be unconfirmed. Unconfirmed reports. Unconfirmed reports. He has about 40 days to his retirement.
You see, that is how you want the country to be run.
That is not me.
Continue like that.
That is not me. You know where I stand on the issues of this country. I want a prosperous country, a patriotic country.
We want a decentralized president. We want a president that will have confidence in all Nigerians, irrespective of their ethnic background.
Very true.
We should have a president that will have respect for seniority, professionalism in the forces, in the security system. It must not be that it is this person I know, he has been my ADT, before you trust him. Yes, it shouldn't be so. But then, I've been asking this, that if water is not good for drinking, you don't use it to bath. Now he will expect others, Efik, Abibu, Ejagam, Idoma, Thieves, Bogom, who, Tarok, and the rest, to donate votes and give him to defeat the other contenders in the next election.
It's a choice.
Okay.
It's a choice. If you decide to vote that way, it's your choice. And that's why you have the power of that vote in your hands. If you decide not to, like I met this gentleman yesterday who said the last time he voted was in 2011. And that from that time, he has not voted again. So that's a choice he made. So if you are any of these tribes and decide to vote this way, it's a choice. And you're entitled to that choice constitutionally to choose whoever. So Mr. Ode is not wrong at all for anybody to solicit for vote, wherever. There must be a president in this country and there must be voting. Those are constitutional processes and there must be results declared. So it's up to you now either to say you want to go left or right. Anyways, let's talk about, as we talk about elections, can we move on?
Oh, I'm available.
The National Chairman of INEC, Professor Joash Amopiton, has called his rec together and has mandated them to go ahead and embark on a ferocious education of voters ahead of the 2027 elections. Those are the marching orders he gave them today when he met them. And then there was some report that is also coming out that said that, look, he's also asking them to investigate what happened in Kuje and some part of Abuja during the last elections. And he wants to find out what exactly transpired in terms of how some things that were, concerning that election, and all that. What we've noticed, Mr. Ode, is that RECs, or the State Independent Electoral Commissions, or the Independent National Electoral Commission's offices in the states, rarely don't do voter education in terms of the way you think. They rather will call people to their offices and all that. Is that good enough?
They do stakeholder meetings.
They do stakeholder
Well, before we get there,
yes, sir.
You understand me?
Yes, please.
This one, you say ferocious order. What did you read there? You mentioned this word. The way you stressed it.
Let's just keep it that he has mandated his rec.
You see, the
go ahead and
the INEC man, Professor Mopiton, he looks to me by those orders. And he looks like a pretender to me.
No, and let me just add part of the things, and maybe it will also give you a bit of more leverage to address it. He said he has also asked that staffers be investigated who are responsible for shortfalls in Kuje and Kabusa area of Abuja during the FCT elections.
Now, it is as far as it is about the same FCT elections that I'm saying that he sounds like a pretender, giving these orders.
Okay.
Today is 4 days, which is about 96 hours after the elections in the FCT. Up till now, he has not made a statement about who appointed Wike as an election monitor. Up till now, he has not made a statement to disown him. He is standing superintending over a messy situation, and he's giving orders for voter education. With the mess on the ground, how will the voter education take shape? How will it take foundation? How will it flourish? How will it give results?
The voter education is not supposed to start today. It's supposed to be ahead of he's preparing them for the 2027
Now,
elections.
the other time we talked of the budget is submitted here. I made a request, a demand here that we need that a breakdown of that budget to be given or to be even be published, so that we will see what are the subheads, the different areas and their allocations to them.
Very important.
Now, if you go and tell them that they don't do sufficient voter education, they will tell you that the responsibility is partly to that of the political parties. You understand? But then they will not even show you on our own part, this is what we have done. Now we are talking of, we are less than 12 months now from the party, from the elections.
Yeah.
And it is now that a ferocious instruction will be given for voter education to commence. That is, look, you see,
you are lost. You are short of words.
Yes, I see. You see, this election, this election,
yes.
with all this violence, this type of violence we saw yesterday in Edo, and all this kind of eye service we are seeing. I think this election, just like many people have expressed the fear, the mess may be more than what we have been experiencing before.
Okay. All right. If you're just tuning in, this is a press conference on Silverbirds Rhythm 93.7. Jos Besode is just less than 4 days before the governor of Plateau State, Caleb Manasseh Mufan, will be awarded the prestigious honor of being the governor of the year by the Silverbird Group. And we're looking forward to that event, which will happen on the 1st of March 2026 at the Echo Hotel and Suites, where the governor, alongside some notable Nigerians who have, done the nation's proud, will go ahead and be so honored in such. And I think this is prestigious in every sense of it, because amongst the 36 state governors, 2 were identified based on Nigeria's voting pattern, and of course with the editorial team of the Silverbird Group in a very, very organized events that will hold on Sunday.
Well, I think it is based on the verifiable records of performance of the different awardees. The governors have their scorecard. What they have been doing in their various states. The governor, the Abba Yusuf in Kano, has his own, our own governor here, has his own laudable records, which have earned him that. But as we said yesterday, it is his own aides and spokesperson. They should be around here or in different locations, promoting this award and raising public consciousness about the investiture ceremony, which is coming up on Sunday, and tell us more stories about the projects on ground, the ones he's continuing, the legacy projects and all those things, and why he deserves this award and more.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll take a break now at this point to pick your calls on 080-6464-1536. We'll also talk about some other items on our agenda, but we want to just open up the lines today. And at this point of the show, 080-6464-1536 is the number to call if you want to be part of today's show. 080-6464-1536. Again, Mr. Ole, just before we get to the phone lines, another very disturbing incident is what you mentioned today about the terror attack on Gusau Road, and that's again it's something that is really concerning as the issue of insecurity begins to raise its ugly head in different parts of the country.
Yeah, I think I saw the news, but I don't know how it happened, whether the explosion was planted on the way or whatever. I need to get the details of the whatever. But I saw the news bar and I saw a flash of the scene of the incident. Yes, I'm yet to actually get the details of how it happened, but the language is very clear. There was an explosion on the highway there between Fonchua and Gusau.
Okay, and just before we get to the phone line, we understand that the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasiru El-Rufai, has filed before the Federal High Court in Abuja 17 reasons why he cannot be prosecuted for allegedly intercepting phone communications of the National Security Advisor. What he's saying that they cannot prosecute him because of casual comments he made on television during an interview. He argued that the charge was not only incompetent and legally defective, but constituted a misuse of the judicial process for a political witch hunt. Now, the Mbati governor is scheduled for arraignment on very soon. We hear that April has been set, April 23rd thereabout. And according to the DSS, he said that he has no legal backing to elevate a casual remark. The DSS has no legal foundation to elevate a casual remark made during a television interview to a confession that he had indeed tapped the NSA's telephone line as alleged. He went on to say that he argued that the statement he made on Arise Television did not constitute a confessional statement in law, saying for a statement to be admissible as a confession, it must be made under caution, voluntarily, and in circumstances that satisfy the judge's rules.
You see, we won't engage in media trial here.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you see,
I will not speak to
the thing which is interesting is that, you see, whatever the situation is, lawyers will be on both sides. At the end of the day, it's one side that will win. You understand me? But I don't want to even agree with El Rufai that having been invited, he accepted the invitation, came consciously and knew he was on air. See, public communication is a very serious business. There are a lot of times culturally say, don't sound so. Even today I have said, you can hold this opinion but don't utter it. Public communication is a very, very serious business. He cannot for any reason reduce it to a casual engagement or communication. No, he cannot. But you see, the important things, what I even see, what is playing out, it's not about all this language or this grammar they are exchanging. You see, the guy I told you is in a mess. Now today, nobody talked of his bail or something. All the years, he's still being held. Now, bearing all things, his case, his arraignment will not come up. We are in July, we are in February.
Yeah.
We are going to March. He is going to 24th of April.
Yeah.
Before he will come to court again.
Yeah.
So he will be in incarceration. You understand me? And for who he thinks he is, he cannot believe himself that he will be passing through this. The ordeal will continue. On that 23rd, there is no guarantee that the arraignment will take effect. A judge or any lawyer can use one excuse and then they can defer the arraignment again to August. And we'll be moving. He will be there, he will be watching from inside this election and what he was fighting. It will take place without him. I told you that day that he is in a crocodiles infested water. This one is tending to be more tendentious than crocodiles infested water.
Lord, God have mercy on Erufat. God have mercy on him. I hope you are praying for him so that God will have mercy on him and save him from any of these predicaments, as it were. Since he's very tendentious and he's in tendentious waters. All right.
00646411536.
All right. Tendentious waters. Wow. Okay. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, sir. What's the name? Where are you calling from?
Thank you very much, my big friend, Samson O'Malley.
Good evening, sir.
And good evening, my big brother. I'm Gentle from that.
All right, Gentle.
Thank you very much. Ahmed Chama is not only pretendant, complete failure. He has failed. In his inability to do the needful, honestly speaking, he has to come out.
Is he up to 3 months old?
The role of wicked should be prosecuted because he is arrested against us. So he can never convince me, so he cannot convince me that wicked no direct legal act. So the needful will be done and wicked will go to prison. If he fails to do that one, Ahmed Chama has failed woefully. And God bless you.
Okay, Gentle. The man is not 3 months old now. You see, he has failed woefully. I think that's not a fair assessment. This was the first election.
We need a whole decade to tell what good leadership would do.
Yes, but not 3 months. Hello, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
This is Charlie Stedman coming from Jos.
Okay, Charlie, go ahead, please.
As normal, it seems that you support, you like what APC is doing in Nigeria. Why you always support them with this system of government? You always support them.
How do I support them now, Mr. Charlie Stainless? When I say wait, Charlie, this is.
Wait, let me hit the point. Then it can come.
Okay, all right.
Then come to immediate past Inspector General of Police. He's an Yoruba man. And we had when Tinubu was the governor of the Lagos State, it was ADC to Tinubu.
According to what they told you about.
A Yoruba man. And we are hearing that ADC to Tinubu. Must he be Yorubas to be an inspector of police? This system of Tinubu is the same system of Buhari. The way Buhari, they are all Fulanis around him. Now Tinubu has come, they are all Yoruba everywhere. This is tribalism. It's not a government. I'm still saying it. Nigeria should be very careful on 2027. If Tinubu comes back again, I wonder what will happen. Thank you and God bless you.
Charles also compared diaries with you, but he forgot that aspect. Emotions led him to end the communication without actually comparing diaries with you.
I respected. He said I should keep quiet.
Yes, he said you should wait, let him finish. So he finished and departed.
He waited and departed and left. Anyways, but again,
Charles,
I don't support anybody. I am a man of facts. I want to speak to the facts.
No, it's not about a man of, you are a man of your own convictions.
And a man of facts too. No, not convictions. I'm a man of facts.
Okay.
On this show, I have every reason to put the facts straight. You may not like where the facts are going, but the fact is the fact. If one of the facts is that this man, according to reports, is going to retire in 40, that's a fact. Those are what I push for, right? And when somebody wants to bring his convictions and it conflicts with the fact, I will attack it. Yes, I will attack it and attack it well.
Okay, striker.
Hello, good evening, welcome to the show. 0064641536. Hello, good evening, welcome to the show.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. John.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, this is Mr. Tango calling from the town.
Okay, Mr. Thank God.
Yeah, honestly, I enjoy that. You don't just go the same direction. I enjoy it when you go in different direction with your candy. I enjoy that. It makes the whole thing good because it makes Okandi to really come out with stuff. So I don't continue. Please don't listen to this.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much for your advice.
I want a laurel there.
No, not by a laurel. He's entitled to his.
No, it's good.
This is his own perspective.
That is what Professor narrow point of view.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello, good evening. Welcome. Good evening, sir.
This is Justice Okechukwu from Naranto.
Okay, Justice Okechukwu from Naranto.
Thank you very much. I also want to find out the country that P2B went to, was the police aware? Because I know in this communication now, either the IGP of police or the of police have to be informed. If they were informed, I'm sure that happened. Because I know the government claimed that they did inform me that such a person, not the nationalists, were coming to his state. So if the police could approve the visit of a nationalist, the governor, being an opposition, did the governor have any impact or having to say on that? Then my second I want to state here is this. I know they have paid Nigerian work, even what we saw in 2023, that makes Nigerians, even in the afterlife, based on the promise they were promising Nigerians, maybe pay their hard-earned currency, coming to just come and vote. At the end, we saw what happened. To the extent Nigerians are saying we will no longer vote because we know even with vote, our vote will not going to count. So this were an opportunity for INEC to redeem their image. Yes, they are using wicked as they would APC to their image more and more.
Okay.
So I don't know where we are going. And 2027, how it's going to look like. I don't know.
Okay.
Thank you very much, my brother.
Thank you very much. I don't know how 2027 is going to look like, but we're all looking.
Only in Nostradamus. We'll tell how 2027 will look like.
As it is now, that we're not in Edo State, so we don't have the facts, to let you know how whether permission was taken or not. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, sir.
My name is Sule. I'm calling you from Lagos.
All right, Sule, go ahead.
The person that called that to say you are supporting APC, you make me laugh, right? Because you have to be listening at all the time. Because maybe he's listening, okay, he's omitting some days. So with that, you say you are supporting APC. But what you are doing is a nice thing. So I hope that you will continue to get of you. Thank you so much.
How good is it, Sule?
Yeah, thank you.
Let's get how good. Yo.
Sule, you say, make me laugh, right?
Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening. This is John Shalom from Village.
Okay, John Shiloh from Village.
In fact, I commend this group of this press conference. In fact, if I'm entitled to my own, given that I can't what I'm saying. And this has been surpassed the other. When I just say they generally come out there, and this group of people, the Okandi, just as you know, in fact, they are very independent of this. We are not going along the channel, and it is very good commanded.
Okay.
And concerning what happened in Ego, why doesn't the police have come to this is a kind of a step assassination kind of a thing. That's the way I see it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, John Shiloh, for calling this evening from Biladi. I hope Biladi is calmer and it's peaceful this evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah.
That's Mali.
Good evening,
This
sir.
is Mali from Makiladi.
Okay, Manu.
You see, this INEC, we are talking about voter apathy. In the last election, Bola Tinubu won with 8 point something million. The Bola Chapel is going to win with 4 point something million. And that's the change what's going to happen in 2027. It is better for them to team up and then do the correct thing, especially the INEC. They should do the correct thing.
Okay.
What we are seeing is not what we are asking them to do.
Okay, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. 00
64641536.
Last caller on the line today. Hello, good evening. Hello, sir. Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. What's happening? Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Yes, good evening, sir.
Good evening, David King.
Eh?
Hello.
There's no David King here, sir.
Hello, good evening.
There's no David King here, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Okay. 0064641536. Let's see if we'll be able to take this. Hello, good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Bishop.
Good evening.
This is Madam Queen calling from PLATEAU.
Okay, Queen, go ahead, please.
Please pardon me because I'm on the road. Hello? You see, the governor of Edo State, the president needs to call him to order. Because the way he's behaving and the way he's talking, he's not even talking like a governor. Now look at what he said last year. And this year now it has happened when people went to Edo State. The president should call him to order and let him behave like a governor. Thank you.
Okay, we have time to just squeeze in one more, so I'll just do that. He says the president should call the governor to order.
Yes, and he should learn to behave as a governor henceforth.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Rogata.
Good evening, sir.
Thank you. I'm Musa calling you from Forty Park.
All right, Musa, go ahead, please.
In as far as we are using this form of government, democracy, we should make sure that our vote is protected in as far as democracy is concerned. If my vote and your vote is not true, then what is the meaning of that democracy? If the INEC will conduct the election in the headquarters of the INEC, and you are still crying of logistics, you are still crying of any other thing, then how will it get to other places? These are examples of what we are talking about. For how long can we be crippling our economy because of election? For how long will me and you be standing in front of the ballot boxes waiting to get our vote? What are we talking about? We want to, me and you, in as far as the vote is concerned, government of the people by the people. The people must own the system. If not so, this trust deficit gets to start, my brother. Thank you.
Musa Eke Kalu is our last call on the show today, Mr. Ode.
Yes, Oh, tomorrow is Thursday. Oh, so we'll have another date with you tomorrow before the week runs out. See you then. I'm Okandi Odi.
My name is Samson O'Malley. The news is up next, and Give Teresi Asamo will read the news. Have yourself a very good evening. Bye bye.